Have you noticed that the clothes we wear feel very different? Some are soft, some are coarse, and some are silky. Also, we wear different clothes in different seasons. Clothes cover our body and protect us from weather conditions, insect bites, and of course, they make us smart and presentable too. In this chapter, let us learn about how different types of clothes are made. In ancient times, people used big leaves of trees, barks of trees, animal skin, etc. to cover their body. When man began to settle down in communities, he began to tie together twigs, grass, leaves, animal skin, fur, etc. into mats and clothes. They simply draped these fabric around their body because they didn't know stitching. Later, when needle was invented, people started stitching these fabric into different shapes to suit their body, and thus clothes evolved. Now, as we know that we have a variety of clothing choices for both men and women. They are very varied in choices, colors, designs, etc. In fact, we have moved from simple clothing to fashionable clothing. Fibers, yarn, and fabric. A fabric is any material of cloth that we use. Example: cotton cloth, jute, wool, silk, nylon, and polyester. A fabric is made up of fine threads called yarn. When we untwist a yarn to loosen it, we see that it is made up of multiple thin hair-like strands called fibers. Therefore, we can say that fabric is made of yarn and a yarn is in turn made of fibers. There are predominantly two types of fibers: natural fiber and synthetic fiber. Natural fiber. Fibers which are obtained from plants or animals are called natural fibers. For example, cotton and jute is obtained from plant, wool, silk obtained from some animals. Wool is obtained from fleece of sheep or goat, and silk is obtained from cocoons of silkworm. There is a man-made fiber called synthetic fiber. This fiber is made from chemical substances which are not obtained from plants or animal sources. For example, polyester and nylon and acrylic. Cotton is grown in the fields in regions which are usually warm and have black soil. In India, cotton is grown in Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat, and Rajasthan. The fruit of the cotton plant, commonly called cotton bolls, after maturing, these cotton bolls burst open. Inside these, there are seeds which are covered with cotton fiber. From these cotton balls, cotton is hand-picked. Then, by a process called ginning of cotton, fibers are separated from the seeds. Cotton is usually used to make saris, shirts, pants, casual wear, bed sheets, curtains, etc. Jute is obtained from the stem of jute plant. In India, jute is grown in West Bengal, Bihar, and Assam. When the jute plant is at its flowering stage, it is harvested. Then, the stem of such harvested plant are immersed in water for a few days so that they rot. The fibers are then separated from the stem by hand. These fibers are converted into yarns by spinning and then used in fabrics. Fiber to yarn. Spinning. The process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. In this process, A large number of fibers from a cotton wool are drawn out and gently twisted such that the fibers gel together to form yarn. Devices used are takli, charkha and modern days machines. Charkha is the wheel which was popularized by Mahatma Gandhi with an intent to promote in-house hand-woven Indian cloth market. After spinning, yarn are made into fabrics. Yarn to fabric, weaving and knitting. The yarn thus obtained is made into fabric usually by weaving or knitting. What is weaving? The process of arranging two or more yarns together to make a fabric is called weaving. Weaving is done on looms. Weaving is either hand-operated hand looms or power-operated machines. What is knitting? The process of getting a single yarn together to form a fabric is called knitting. It is mostly used for woolen wear. This is mostly done by manually and sometimes using machines.